Hey, this is Tim Jennings, and we're back with a brand new episode of Walkin' and Talking with Tim, and this is another special episode where we are sitting down with our good friend, my good friend, Krista Collings, and we're here today because we're basically following up on our last interview because Krista has obviously more to share about her journey battling cancer, and you more or less you kind of have an update for everybody, right?
Exactly. That's a perfect way to say it, Tim. First off, thank you so much for coming back just so that I could make sure I get that update out for everybody because it's important. I was making such a big deal about it the last time we were here. I was like, I'm going to get that perfect progress report like I was back in
Well, it was the same
school.
day.
True, it was.
The day
You're
we recorded,
right.
you were...
I know, yeah. So it was kind of like, I'm ready to share all this great news. So, thank you for the opportunity to kind of like circle back with it. So I did get the update. Basically, unfortunately, it wasn't the report I was hoping for. So, I quick had to run home and hide it in the grass so that my parents didn't see it. But no, honestly, sadly, the cancer came back. Unfortunately, tumors grew. There's a lot of progress. However, hope, that ain't going anywhere. So we still have a whole bunch of that. And basically what I was able to do was work with my oncologist to say, you know what, that method that we used there, that obviously had some good progress, but not enough with the Richter's, unfortunately, that is part of my cancer. So we have to continue to go another direction. I still got a little ways to go with trying to figure out some treatments that would work for something like that. So as of right now, basically I am on something that helps with what I needed to. I feel great. I feel full of hope. I am incredibly proud because I was actually able to hear directly from a couple of younger people that they were so inspired by my story that they started making bracelets to support my family. And I'm thinking, oh, isn't that sweet? They're making these bracelets and raising some money. Well, they show up with like a very large donation. So it just shows you what a difference people can make being inspired by others and caring about others. And I'm just so appreciative of the splinters that were able to come out of, me being a little bit more public than I'm used to with sharing my story. But I think it's a really important thing because sadly I'm not alone. There's many others suffering from this blood cancer, and it's a very aggressive one. And it also is confusing because not a lot of people are very knowledgeable on it. So I'm proud to be able to, help others share what's going on with blood cancer, the absolute difficulty it is to recover. However, just know that you have a beautiful community in the Blood Cancer Society, as well as you'll never know some younger persons taking notice, and most importantly, your own children and family, seeing you continue to get up and say, let's see what's next. I will say that at this point, it's time to take a good old break. And that's
me time.
Yes, it's time to take some
serious me
time, but also just time with immediate family to just embrace them and say, hey, we got to pivot again. That's okay. But it's just really important that we're all pivoting the right way and making sure that everyone is on the same page. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for the interest, first off. And again, I'm not here just to share my own story. I'm here to make sure that the story of blood cancer is understood and there is some compassion for it, and I just look forward to hopefully having another update someday soon.
And so many people from the last video that you did reached out. Like, there's so much response, so much positive response.
Yes, absolutely.
And it was just so encouraging to see how many people, I mean, just wanted to offer their kind thoughts towards you.
Absolutely.
And you wrote to me, I truly believe in the strength of the human body, the power of faith, and the ability to heal in ways we don't always understand. And you're leaning into that fully.
Absolutely.
That was the last thing you wrote, and I thought that was really powerful.
Such a great point. I think at this point, I'm kind of just saying, okay, I did my part, and now it is time to just take back and sit with family.
Yeah. And so, also, and because we had such a great outreach from the last video, and this is so cool, these young girls who did this.
Absolutely.
Whoever you are, if you watch this, I'm sure you're going to watch this, please reach out, because I'd love to know how to get these, and there's probably people out there like me that would also like to know how to get these, because we all want to support Krista as much as we can, and this is a really cool way to do that.
Absolutely.
And it's a really cool way to just honor you in general. I love this so much.
So do I.
I was gonna one of the only questions I had for you, and this is kind of a weird one, right? If I made a T-shirt, you see my Walkin and Talking with Tim T-shirts. If I made a T-shirt for you, and it was just in support of you in general, for what you've gone through, what you're going through, what other people are going through, and all that kind of stuff, what do you think your slogan would be?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Isn't that a crazy
it's a great
question?
Yes. I would just say, don't give up. I mean, it comes down to that. It just comes down to
never give up.
Never give up. Yeah, never give up. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. Like, I feel like one thing I heard at when we were talking the last time was, I was like, I'm gonna fight this cancer. We don't fight cancer. It's a separate entity, but at the same time, you can find cures. And I do believe that there will be a cure for this. And
it's a battle.
That is it. It's a battle. And I do believe that there will be a cure for
You win
this.
some battles, but you may not win the war, right?
Exactly.
And that's the hard part, right?
Exactly. And that's why you gotta keep supporting these larger organizations, because there will be, all of a sudden it'll be like, oh, this person figured it out, and then bam, everybody's cured.
And you fought a lot of battles already. You have.
Thank you.
And we're sitting here with you today, and just the general, the hope that still exists in you, and just the excitement for life that still exists in you. And you are just the embodiment of what, everyone, you're the example for anyone who's going through something like this, to look at and go, wow, I hope if I'm dealing with this, I can be like Krista.
Thank you. Thank you.
And that's what I see when I'm sitting with you, So, and before we started, I actually said, I'm a little nervous, because I don't really get that nervous, but, talking to you about this makes me nervous, because it's just so serious. And it's just so important.
It is.
And we've known each other for a long time.
Absolutely.
So it's always difficult to have conversations like this, but like I said, I'm hopeful, just like you are.
Absolutely.
You just never know.
Exactly. And I think that's the neatest thing about the amount of technology and where we are in the world, is that I'm someone who actually gets to sit firsthand and says, okay, we're trying this now. Who ever heard of this thing now? And it's amazing that these are coming out by the minute. I mean, it's just medical advancement right now is just off the charts. So it's sometimes it's really neat to see all the advancement that's out there.
Well, thank you for sharing your journey with us, for showing incredible strength, and being an example to anyone, and giving everyone information that they need. deal with something like this.
Exactly. Yeah.
And to know that, you know, behind the cameras here is Kristen and my wife Deb, you know, and everybody out there who are all our friends. Everybody who's commenting, we both know them all. You know, we all love you. We all support you.
Thank you.
And we want, you know, the very best for you. And we're praying for you.
Thank you.
And hopefully, like you said, things will go the way you want them to, and you'll be with us for a long time.
And I plan to be so. Thank you.
All right, everybody. Thanks for sitting down with us. We'll see you next time. Hey, I'm sure you're all aware that there is a GoFundMe set up for Krista Collings, and the GoFundMe is right here. And right now it's at $31,627, and we're aiming for $50,000. Wouldn't it be great if we could get to $100,000? But no matter what, whether it's $1, $10, $100, $1,000, whatever it is you're interested in giving to help out Krista and her family, we would all be appreciative, and I'm sure Krista would surely be appreciative. And that's the message I wanted to share at the end of this video. So thank you all. Appreciate you. Peace.